Hi, everyone. Long time no talk. This is Dana and Timothy Welsh at Tanner's Dad. Tim, can you say hi?
Hello, everybody.
This would be number 183. Tat Tips 183, as in trends and tips. It was always hashtag B1 Less News. Now it's hashtag Vaxxed News because bottom line is everything is vaxxed right now. Everyone that I worked has basically stopped everything they do in the sense of branding and promoting, and it's just all about vaxxed. And Timothy and I, along with Kelly Fincher and Candace Estave, are still continuing to really work hard behind the scenes to do everything we can in the world of social media. So I just wanted to, Tim and I decided we had to do a Google Hangouts today and a Tad Tips because we had a little bit of a bump with Florida with some back-end link issues, and everything we do on social media is link-driven for the click over. We can put it out on Twitter, there's a link, and then they click over to that link to do what we ask them to do. When those links don't work properly, it's a real challenge. The links have been fixed, and now it's time to catch you up with where we're at. For those of you who don't know how this social media thing works, through hashtag CDC whistleblower and now hashtag Vaxxed. Hashtag Vaxxed is basically its own standalone newsletter where all of you that are listening to this and sharing this should make sure that you go to hashtag Vaxxed on Twitter once, 2, 3, 4 times a day to see what's new on Twitter. Every day you're going to see videos from Dell, from Polly, from Andy, from John, Tommy, from Isabella, Tommy, from us, from Karen Kane, from Sheila Lewis Ely. It's where you're going to be behind the curtain on everything that is vaxxed. You'll get to be inside that world. And at the same time, you will know before anybody else what's happening with Vaxxed because we need your help every single day to take it to the next place that they're doing the Q&A, where we launch another theater, where we have sold it out every single time until just recently in Florida with this little
and most importantly, selling seats. That we need to
Yes.
have the tickets sold so that every theater is sold for every showing.
And we got a little spoiled, I think, by the fact that up until this time, every single theater that had the Q&As for the opening night was sold out. So it's time to dust off our old social media skills and really, really get busy. So let's start with what we have going on right now. We have Polly, Dr. Wakefield, and Dell, who are going to have another night in Orlando, which is tonight, June 6th, after the 4:30 and 7:30 shows for a little bit. There's probably still a few seats left, so we really need everyone to go to tinyurl.com/VaxxedOrlando and get your seats for the 4:30 and 7:30 show if you can make it to Orlando. Now I want to go over a couple of behind the scenes things that you should get super excited about. This is basically the math on the impact of Vaxxed. So I don't know if you can you see my cursor, Tim? So this is the term vaccines as a search term. And in Google Trends, you can type in vaccines and you can type in Vaxxed. And as you can see, Vaxxed was simply not a word up until around March 23rd when the story started. And then what happened, this right here is the 3 days that Robert De Niro and the Tribeca miracle, which is what I'll call it because it's what launched everything, happened. And the miracle is that during that time, Vaxxed actually had more searches than vaccines, which is incredible. Because as you can see, people research vaccines all the time. And these are organic. These are not clickovers from social media. These are people who have heard the buzz about Vaxxed, have gone to Google and searched the word Vaxxed. So this is the 90-day period. And although you could look at this and go, wow, that's pretty low compared to this, this type of organic trajectory that's sustained for 2.5 months with about a third of the peak that was what would be equivalent to $50 million worth of advertising is unprecedented and unheard of. Have you ever seen or heard anything like that, Tim?
And what people need to realize is a lot of the click over and things that go on with vaccines are paid to play. That the things that are happening there, a lot of the things are coming up because the pharmaceutical industry has paid to get those things into those analytics.
They basically pay to scare you. They create this, oh my gosh, it's Zika and there's going to be a vaccine, and then everybody goes off. So it's all pay to play, whereas this is completely organic. Nobody's paying to advertise anything with Vax right now. Okay, so now I just want to take you through the 30 days because it shows it a little bit differently. But this is crazy to have been able to maintain this level this whole time. And now I want to go to the past 7 days because this is what I was concerned about, because all of our key people with messaging, Polly, Andy, Adele, were all on vacation for these last few days. And I want you to see that we've still been able to maintain this. The peaks are about the same, which every day that's probably 3 o'clock is when it peaks out. So we're where we need to be, and we could keep going up from here very easily now that we're approaching the backside of Florida. But here's what we need from you for Florida. We need all hands on deck. We need to fill these seats in Orlando, and then after that in Sarasota. What we need for you to do is, number one, those who can go to Orlando, go to tinyurl.com/vaxedorlando and buy yourself and your friend a ticket and go to either the 4:30 or 7:30 show today and see the Q&As with Andy, Dell, and Polly.
Tell them why it's so critical that Regal Theaters are the second largest theater chain in the United States. And if we continue to sell out like we have, that they have offered to, or they will consider selling and taking it nationwide. And so this is critical test market is what we're doing here. And so this is a matter of us rallying behind what we know is the best vehicle we've had in years to get our message into mainstream.
And what happened is we had all of these challenges with Florida getting those seats filled the last 2 days at the exact same time that it was the test market for Regal. So we have now gotten word as of this morning from Cinema Libre that Regal realizes the challenges that happened with Fandango, the challenges that happened with the links, and that they are not just going to look at the weekend numbers, but they're going to look at the next 2 days as well. So it's the most important moment we've had in the Vax trajectory to make lemonade out of lemons right now. So again, those who can go to Orlando, tinyurl.com/vaxedorlando, buy your seats for 4:30 and 7:30 if they're not already sold out, and go to those Q&As and be prepared to tell your story on camera because people are loving that. 2, those who can't come, please buy #VaxedAngel tickets for the other shows, not the 4:30 and 7:30, but the other shows, and send your receipt that you will receive in the mail when you purchase the ticket to VaxVIP. You can see it right here at gmail.com. Those who can come but can't afford a ticket, send in big bold letters in the title, request for ticket. You send that same request to the same email, vaxvip@gmail.com, where we will do some matchmaking. We're just going to matchmake people just like we did in Ocala, Florida, where we had a full house with less than 4 days' notice. So please, 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 this is a crucial moment in time. And then after this, all of these theaters are going to sell out. We have no doubt, because we have 50 different theaters that are opening, but we just hit this really critical moment right now that we need your help. Okay, so that's Vaxed. So when you go to Vaxed Orlando, you're going to get this link. That's what it looks at. It's already in the queue for that link.
I just want to emphasize one more time. Everybody is working on getting their showing in their town sold out. which is great, and we thank you for that. But this is a moment we need to kind of put aside your own agenda for your own town, because these Florida showings are going to make a difference to the whole entire country and maybe even the world. So that's the action step, is take today and promote Florida.
And there's a lot of different places that have hope that they can bring vax to their community in these individual, find a theater, get a long run, and then they'll come. There are other markets that they're only going to get to see vax in the theaters if Regal goes national, which is what's going to happen, because we're going to sell everything out in the next 2 days with your help. So now I need you to know that when you go to tinyurl.com/VaxedOrlando, this is the link that you get. So make sure people realize that they've got to go all the way down to the bottom here, which is certainly not ideal, and pick the shows that they want. For Vaxed Angels, 11:30, 12:30, 2, 5:30, and 10:20. For those who can come, for sure, 4:30 and 7:30. So that's what you get at that Vaxed Orlando link. For the rest of the time in Florida, after Orlando, which is Sarasota, the link for that will be Vaxed Regal, and we're hoping that that will remain the link for the duration. Well, it will for sure remain the link for the duration of Florida, which will be through the 9th. And then when they go national, let's just manifest that, this Vaxed Regal will remain the link that will take you to here. It's got the movie. It shows that you simply enter your city or your zip code, and it will take you to where you get your tickets. But for today, I would use Vax Orlando. Okay, so now it's been so long, I forgot how long it took to set these up. Okay, now let's quickly talk about T-shirts. There was some confusion about T-shirts. The confusion was that you could just take the artwork and you could buy your T-shirt and you could screen print your T-shirts. And some people have done that because they weren't able to get T-shirts before any other way. But now we need you to be really clear on what's going on with the T-shirts. Buy T-shirts. They're available at tinyurl.com/Vaxed T-shirts. Can't miss it. Vaxed T-shirts. Making a T-shirt that you write Vaxed on is okay. If you want to just, use a pen or use sponge paint and just make a Vaxed on your T-shirt, nobody has a problem with that. But if you are using the artwork to screen print a T-shirt, that's cutting into all of the money from the T-shirts and merchandise sales, is what's funding these guys to travel to all of these different opening nights. So for them to be able to do the Q&As, it's being driven by the money that's coming from the merchandise. So buy T-shirts, tell your friends to buy T-shirts, share this post that's on the Vaxed page. Again, tinyurl.com/Vaxed T-shirts. Really important that we get that going. So now we're going to turn it over to Timothy Welsh at Tanner's Dad, who is our Twitter expert. Please tell us how to do an effective tweet.
All along, we've been doing this with a CDC whistleblower, and for the 6-7 years that I've been doing Twitter social media, we've found ways to make the tweets go a lot further. And so the 5 things on this meme are the hashtag, and right now we're focused on Vaxxed, CDC whistleblower, hear us, and not going away.
But always,
Vaxxed.
hashtag Vaxxed is the anchor. That has to be on everything by itself, for sure.
Right. And then we want to always have a relevant link that, again, Anderson Cooper or David Muir could go pick up the story and do a story right now. So it's reportable, reproducible, credible links that this is the story that's going on. And whether it's vax.com, whether it's an article about the movie, something going on. Right now we're talking just Florida and getting the seats sold in Florida. A visual or video, again, your meme that we've given you a couple examples here in this video, and they're also on Twitter and Facebook. Tag a trending person. You'll see on some of my tweets, I'll even tag Jimmy Kimmel, even though he's worked against us. He has a large number of followers, and Jimmy Kimmel Live, that they're ones that people look for. So you're looking for Oprah, Lady Gaga, Ellen DeGeneres, The Ellen Show. And then we want to be specific in the action. A confused mind never buys. So in one tweet, you ask for one action. So again, our one action today is promoting Orlando and being angels and giving tickets if you can't go.
So, like, let's go over this tweet really quickly. Let's see if he did it right. He knew he was going to be on. So, hashtag not going away, here to stay Florida. The link to get the tickets in Florida. The anchor link that's always there at cdc.gov. So if you go to @Tanner's Dad, you can dump these, like you just drag these onto your hard drive and then you recreate a tweet. Here's the T-shirt ones that you can share, and you can dump this onto your hard drive at any point, and then or save it in your photos. The easiest thing to do is find the timeless ones. Like, let's go, like this one's time sensitive because it has Orlando. This is Orlando, his lovely wedding. Let's get to where, are there more? His wife is a beautiful flower. Oh, there's Lene. Go to, make sure you follow @VaxedLL. There's that one again. I'm looking for one that's timeless. I'm not finding it. Oh, he's sharing that one. Okay. Well, you get the idea, and we're going to start doing more of these to keep everybody on the same page. The main concept is every single day you're going to go to #Vaxxed, and you're going to query it, and you're going to find there. I like live better because live is more what's going on, right? This Aspie's mom is a great one to follow. She's been doing this since the beginning. Who else in here is big? Dell, of course you should follow Dell.
Healthy
documentary for sure.
Healthy Own.
@Healthy Own, who's Kelly, who does all those awesome 30-second videos. Callie Vax is a good one.
CES Dave.
CES Dave, of course, some of our core. So the core tweeters @Tanner's Dad, @Healthy Own, and @CES Dave. So just lots going on here. It's looking really good. See, people are getting this out.
Dell is doing a good job with tweeting @DellBigTree.
Is he doing a good job? Because at one point you just wanted one tweet a day. Are we getting that out of Dell? If he listens to this, what would your ask be of Dell, Polly, and Andy? What would you ask of them, Timothy?
I'm happy with one tweet a day.
And look, he did one 12 minutes ago. Oh my God. And June 4th. Okay, so now we're getting crazy. No. So let's go back to T-shirts we talked about. And let's end with the schedule for, I think that was on this one. So here you go. This is your schedule. We've got to see you in Orlando and then Sarasota. And then I just looked at the schedule. Then I think they go to Oklahoma. And then they're in Utah by Friday. So anything, final words, Timothy?
I'm going to try and make it to Indy. So anybody coming to Indianapolis next weekend, I'll see you there.
He's going to go to Indianapolis. Go see Timothy. Okay, see you soon. Bye.